Hello out there. To those who choose to view my content, whether they find it fascinating, whether they found it through a suggested search, or however you've managed to come by any of the uploads I have made over the past 10 years on this channel, I'm posting this vlog to talk about why I'm rebranding the channel, why I'm deciding to move on to a slightly different format of video gameplays in the future. Well, you see, I don't really do any live streaming at the moment. I don't know when I'll be able to do any of that, and I know when it comes to small channels like my own, there are a lot of little like clip videos, like shorts, and they kind of bury small growing channels like mine. I mean, I've been on the YouTube platform for quite a few years. I started as FreezeFly87, and that was like back in 2014, and I stayed at it until 2016, until I pretty much moved on to a lot of WWE 2K content, including making my fantasy pro wrestling career matches as FreezeFly87 and Rax the Fly, which I continued to bring onto this channel. And truth be told on that, I've actually kind of lost my interest for professional wrestling. Even the newer 2K games, I'm not really into them. You only have 22 months to play them before they go offline, and they're just not as good as they once were because they're trying to make them more grounded and at the same time a little arcadish. They just don't have like that vibe that 2K 15, 16, 17, 18, and even 19 had, not to mention 14. Well, right now I'm in Chattanooga, Tennessee for the 4th of July weekend. I'm staying at a hotel, and it's pretty nice here, but the weather is outrageously hot. It's been hot enough in Southwest Virginia, where I actually do live, and it's supposed to probably get like 96, 97 here, while it's supposed to be like 93 where I live at in the southwest tip of Virginia. Yeah. And, but like I said, I kind of feel like going forward, making gaming videos that just feature me playing the game, doing my own strategy, particularly with Resident Evil content, which Resident Evil is my primary core of interest these days anyway. It's not really professional wrestling anymore like it was for years, for a while there. And I don't really do music anymore either. I don't do those raps or anything I did back when I was like still in my 20s, and I actually started doing all that when I was a teenager in high school. Like I said, me, my friend, and my brother Tylo, we had our band called Warp Zone back then, and we didn't really take it all that serious, even though we kind of had plans on getting us gigs and stuff, but they were just very unrealistic, little did we know. At least me and Tim were thinking about like hosting some concerts, even doing Battle of the Bands at our high school, which thank goodness we didn't do. We probably would have made asses of ourselves back then. But yeah, I mean, over the years though, I mean, like I said, I did FreezeFly87, did game reviews, did wrestling videos of WWE 2K15, 16, and beyond, and I even did a lot of that here, even with my newer gimmick as Rex the Fly. It was the TNA knockout wrestler Rebel that kind of inspired that gimmick when I first started using it, because I got her autograph and stuff at a convention in Knoxville back in 2019, and I mean, she actually kind of stemmed my kind of darker pro wrestling gimmick that I use for those WWE 2K games, which I never even was able to finish or even stay stable to those stories because they took a lot of my time away and stuff. And I have like other responsibilities and all that too. And see, when I first moved into my apartment 10 years ago, for like the first several years, I had limited internet connection and I couldn't always like do stuff on this channel for the longest time. Even now, I have a lot of responsibilities and duties, and doing videos with commentary does take a lot of hard work because I don't stream. I don't have anything to like talk directly into, and I record my clips off my Xbox, and I have to at the same time have my sound recorder on this laptop of mine going on at the same time, and editing it to match where I was at in the video can be a little bit of a hard-working job. And, but yeah, over the years I've done a lot for YouTube, and, even did plenty of vlogs, gameplays on this channel, which I still plan to do. I'm just not going to really be doing commentary, or at least not for the foreseeable future. I'm going to be giving this channel a new name, too. I'm thinking along the lines of either Nuada Gaming or Thrawn Gaming. Like, I'm thinking about if I do the Thrawn direction, I'm going to probably call it Imperial Air Gamer. And use Grand Admiral Thrawn as my persona gimmick for this channel, because I like the Star Wars Thrawn trilogy, and even what I saw of Grand Admiral Thrawn and Rebels, that was pretty well executed and all that. Lars Mikkelsen did a great job voicing him, and he even did a pretty good job playing him live action in that Ahsoka. And, Grand Admiral Thrawn, he's like one of those Star Wars characters that puts real terror into the galaxy, and he's not even a Sith. And he is just as much of a threat to the galaxy as Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Count Dooku, any of those. And, I just kind of think that'd be a pretty good way to go. I mean, I'll just have to see where everything goes at when I take time to rebrand the channel and give it a new name and everything and all that. I know back in like 2019, I actually did open another channel called Fantasy Fan-Made Wrestling Productions, which I closed. I had that from like October of 2019, and I stayed at it until the very end of 2020, beginning of 2021, around there. And yeah, it's JR's Live Journals. I mean, this ain't the only channel this ain't the only name this channel's had over the years. When I first opened it, it was my real name, Jonathan Holbrook, and then I named it Big J's Gaming Pad because I had a acquaintance at the clubhouse I go to for mental health recovery services. Let's just say his name was Samuel, and he used to give me the nickname Big J and all that, and I kind of named it for that and called it Big J's Gaming Pad. I used the nickname I was given to make that username, and I used that from 2018 to 2021, then 2021. Now I called it JR's Live Journals because for a while I was doing a little everything, not just gaming on this channel, but it's going to be a gaming channel, I think, pretty much purely from here on out. And what I have planned for this channel is that I'm going to be playing a variety of games, but predominantly Resident Evil and survival horror stuff. And just the ones that I'm really, really good at right now. I mean, as you know, I've already been starting with the original RE4 because that's a classic. I've been playing that one the longest, and I'm the best at. I mean, that's the one that I'm really the best personally at. I mean, I'm still pretty good at the others, but I still have a lot to learn about some more of them. I mean, I am pretty good at Village, Resident Evil Village, even though I kind of struggle to find my way around Heisenberg's factory and all that. And, I am pretty good at the Rory 2 remake. I've played that quite a few times, and I'm actually practicing and getting better at RE6, and that's the next full no commentary series I plan to make is Resident Evil 6, or at least the Leon campaign, maybe the Jake campaign too. And, of course, no commentary because it's easier for me to do that. But I appreciate y'all's concern and interest in everything, and I know I kind of hate to be not doing any more commentary videos, but I just kind of feel like this is the best for me because I kind of feel like, that maybe my channel could probably get a little bit more recognition if I don't do commentary stuff anymore. And, the editing, like I said, that's a little bit of a pain and a little extra work and all that. And since we got all these streamers and all that, I mean, I don't envy these streamers one bit. I'm happy for what they've accomplished, and I'm glad that the streamers on YouTube are like, they're benefiting the platform pretty well, I think, and that's a really great thing. That's something I respect. But, yeah. Anyway, this is all I have to say. I don't want to run out of space on my laptop, but anyway, I look forward to seeing all of you in the future. If you want to leave comments on the no commentary stuff I post in the future, feel free. Well, anyway, y'all have a great